Oh my goodness, the Lumpy Wasp. Let's talk about this one. This one's nasty. It's got J, K, and L, and it has an improper fraction for one of the numbers that goes into the equation. Ew, gross. Well, tell you what, make it easy for yourself. Convert it right there on the spot. There's no rule that says you can't. Negative 30 divided by 4 is, oh, that's not too bad. It's negative 7.5. There you go. It's going to make your life a lot easier. All right, there you go. So we've got negative 1 for the J inputs. We have negative 10 for the K inputs. And then we have negative 7.5 for the L input. So the first one, here's what I would do. This one you do not need to round. I think I made it work out where it's just going to be a nice decimal for you. So 2JKL, what does that mean? It's just multiplication. 2 times a negative 1 times, come on, stop focusing on my hand. There we go. Times a negative 10 times a negative 7.5. There you go. Look at that. Took like 5 seconds to write out. Probably take another 5 seconds to type out in my calculator, but I don't need to because I know how to do stuff. All right, next one. J plus L over 2K. So big fraction bar. Negative 1J plus L, which is negative 7.5. So J, L, all together over 2 times a negative 10. So again, remember with those big fraction bars, make sure you do everything on top and then everything on the bottom. I'll do the next step for you. Negative 1 plus a negative 7.5. I think it would be a negative 8.5. Pretty sure. And then 2 times a negative 10 would be a negative 20. From there, you should be able to calculate nearest tenth. That's the first decimal place. You know what? We'll do this one. Okay. Negative 8.5 divided by negative 20 to the nearest tenth. Ooh, 0.4. The 2, 5 go away. So this one would be 0.4. There we go. Now I'm going to try to risk it. I'm going to see if I can type the whole thing in once. Let's see if I can do it right here. I think I can. Now I wouldn't recommend this because it gets pretty risky. Okay, but if you type it out carefully, you should be able to not mess it up. Let's see. Ooh, nice. Okay. It is possible to type the whole thing out at once, but it's pretty risky. The more things you type, the more likely you do one thing wrong, and if one thing is wrong, the whole thing is wrong. All right. And the last one here, what do we got here? We have 10 times L. So we have 10 times that all over. What did I write a K for? Silly. Minus 10. Yeah, I know it's a K. It's right there, you goof. Minus 10 minus a negative 1. When you subtract the negative, it's actually plus. A little simplification before I do stuff. Minus negative 7.5 over, where's K? Oh, there it is, negative 10 again. Okay, there we go. Ugh, gross. Yeah, so I'd multiply that first. I'd combine that next. And then I would basically just leave that fraction like this. I would go ahead and figure out what all of that noise is, and then go minus all of that noise. That's how I do that one. And I really don't want to type that one out right now. So good luck with that one, students. I ain't doing it for you. All right, that is the Lumpy Wasp. Bzz.